and I just slapped ya with a handful of literature. This dope, deaf, fresh, hype, choice, smooth and raw. Rappers I replace, rub out and erase. Competition, you must be on freebase, smoking or joking, bound to be broken. Now get your damn hands off the mic that I'm choking. Cause I got a stranglehold. You're still cold on parole for the role you stole. Rhymes that you yell out, but you did sell out. Crossed over, lost over here, now get the hell out. I'm not a pop star, rock and roller. I'm a rebel, blessed, able to hold a mic like a hammer and drop grammar, treat a rapper like a wrestler and body slam them. Those who dispute get treated just like a prostitute. They get the boot and played like a flute, so just play mute. Don't even whisper, open your mouth to speak and I'ma dish your ragtag and dog. Put you in the morgue because you're petty, confetti, and not ready to rock steady. In other words, you're half-stepping, tiptoeing, get going. Because my weapon is not a 9, a Uzi, or a shotgun. But when it come to hype rhymes, I got one. Just like the album is still the same. Long live the cane, ain't a damn thing changed. I still get ill and kill at will and build the skill to fill your grill. So don't tell me you're real. We sample beats, you sue and try to fight us. Man, you still be home with arthritis. If we didn't revive and bring back alive old beats that we appreciated, you wouldn't survive. You'd be another memory to us. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So understand the way that I live, that's positive. And the message I got to give is a benefit for you and me. I'm talking about P-E-A-C-E. The chosen one that has turned the new leaf. I got gold teeth and they don't chew beef. No pork on my fork, strictly fish on my dish. The cane fallen victim, sucker you wish. I flow like water, slaughter, put you out of order. Floored ya. Rappers are ragging and tagging and snagging and bragging to be on the bandwagon. But I'm the last dragon with the knack to attract the pack. So just get back. I'm young, gifted, and black.
Yeah, once again, I want to welcome everybody to another edition of Black Poet Matters here, right on Bassment Entertainment. Welcome everybody once again. So once again, continue to keep it locked as we are live right now. We got some dynamic poets ready to touch this virtual stage and bless everybody with their lyrical talent this evening. So once again, we thank you all for tuning in. Just make sure you follow Bassment Entertainment, the Instagram page. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, as well, to make sure you like us on Facebook, like our page on Facebook. So we thank everybody for tuning in this evening as we continue to move on. So once again, it's Black Poet Matters here on Bassment Entertainment as we continue to rock with you this evening. So hopefully everybody that does enjoy the show as we continue to move on and proceed on with everything this evening. I just want to remind everybody that Black Poet Matters is a celebration and showcase of the Black poetic voice from poets of the African Diaspora who are conscious and brilliant. It is also a celebration of Black music where our souls meet song, sound, and rhythms. And here you'll have Black poets that are dishing their truth of their matters and creating a poetic soundtrack for the times. So once again, we thank you all for joining us this evening as we continue to move on with our program this day. So hopefully everybody's been enjoying themselves, in the past month, as we continue to bring forth this monthly poetic event for all of you right now. So hopefully you all will get to enjoy what is happening this evening. So once again, make sure you like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Instagram. So once again, get this program started for one and all-in-one that are out there this day. So gonna introduce at this time. We're gonna get, because we have, just to remind everybody, if you do want to join in and be a part of this process, you can just always contact us, via our social media page for Bassment Entertainment. Just feel free to contact us, and we get you on and invite you all on for here. But for this evening, we have an all-female cast, because once again, this is Women's History Month. So what we've been doing every year is basically featuring all-female artists during the month of March. Once again, being that March is Women's History Month. And once again, we've been doing this since basically 2020. So we'll be approaching our 2-year mark this year. Your time has just been going by very, very fast. But yes, once again, we will be approaching our 2-year mark this year. And, you know, we just thank everybody that's been part of this journey, that has been joining us on this entire journey, you know, the entire time that we have been doing this. So definitely thank and appreciate you all for all that you do for us and being a part of this entire process as we continue to keep things going. So we're gonna have 8 poets this evening as we usually do, but once again, it's an all-female cast that we will be presenting to you all this evening. So once again, just make sure you invite your friends, continue to share the video, and let everybody know that the Black Poet Matters, they are here and they're ready to get things going and get things grooving for you all. So I'm going to introduce at this time our first poet for the evening, and she's new to the collective, but she's going to definitely bring that fire for everybody. She goes by the name of Kelli Nobles. She's from Williamsboro, New Jersey, and she began writing poetry at 11 years old. Her first poem won 2nd place in her elementary school poetry contest, and she's recognized in the local newspaper at the time. And from that moment on, she realized the power of artistic expression. Kelli continued to write through her early adulthood. It wasn't until she was 27 that she began to take her writing seriously. So she started writing at 27, so it's only been a year that she's been at it. She's 28 right now. So she's been featured everywhere from New York City to Chicago, Illinois. Then in 2014, fellow poet Todd Evans, president of the Don Evans Players, contacted her to be double casted in Lorraine Hainsbury, A Raisin in the Sun, as Braveheart. And Kelli accepted the offer, and the play was a hit. And in 2015, the Don Evans Players became a non-profit charter group, and Kelli was elected as the group's secretary. She continues to perform poetry and act in Don Evans Players theater productions, and here she is on Black Poet Matters, and we present to you Kelli Nobles.
Killer, baby. Kanye, this that 1970s heroin flow, huh?
Yeah, I hear people talking about who high, who nah. Man, they don't know we finna kill the game this year. Killer, yay, come on.
Street mergers, I legislated the nerve. I never hated on murders, premeditated, absurd. I hesitated, observed, cock and spray. Hit you from a block away. Drinking sake on the Suzuki, we in Osaka Bay. Playing soccer, stupid, stay in the sucker's place. Plug your ace, take your girl, fuck her face. She dealing with killer, so you love her taste. She swallowing killer, cause she love the taste. I got brought up with crooked kitchen orders that I'm cooking, but got caught up with the tricks and would've thought I went from Brooklyn. It get boring just looking, did like Bill Cosby, pouring in the pudding. Now the dashboard is wetting from my hard tangled grammar.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to cut a lot of that out. I'm new, so I ain't know. I forgot all about the intro. I'm steady talking. But thank you for the compliment I had originally said, because I use that's just my basic that was the summarized version of my bio that I used. So I'm 37, so I've been doing this for almost 11 years now. They thought I was scribbling when I was 6, but I was writing songs. They ain't pay me no attention. So yeah, and here I am, all these years later, still scribbling. So keeping in mind that it's Black Women's History Month, I had wrote this earlier, and I didn't realize we had 10 minutes. So I think I have, I wanted to wrap it around the Black woman's struggle. So I think I could wrap up 10 minutes with that. So this one is untitled, and it goes, life is many choices in your lap. It's not about what happens, but how you react. You can't take the journey unless you pack wisdom, accountability, and what you gained from mistakes and what you lack, and all of that. And if you're a Black woman on top of that, you got 2 bags to pack and another one on your back. We got to be twice as smart and work twice as hard. It's not fair, but we never complain. See, life is a game, and sometimes even if we make the right choices, they'll choke out our voices, or at least they'll try to. Because Black woman, there's too much fight in you, soul in what you do. There is no quiet in you. We used to get lashes in the past tense, but now we made business out of selling them. They ain't listening, but we're telling them are in our voices, and we earn the right to be heard, every noun and verb. So speak up. I wrote that a couple of hours ago. And I got another one about my baby daddy. You know, the baby daddy struggle. It's called Get on the Bus. Neisha knows this. So my mother seems to think that you're such a good dad and you never seem to catch a break. Well, I've come to the conclusion that you catch way too many breaks only for you to be in the next state. Where have you been? Because I've been to back to school nights, shop right for all the snacks she likes, fall, winter, and spring concerts. I've been checking homework till my eyes hurt. I've been learning the name of every show on every kid network till my head's about to burst. I've been constantly giving special attention and definitions. I've been to carnivals and festivals and forcing vegetables. I've been starving to give everything, nurturing, Barbie doll, role playing, explaining everyday sayings while you're out there playing and turning up. And I continue to hold it down while you're not around. Where have you been? Because I've been trying to find the perfect substitute, inspecting a newly loose tooth. I've been in the studio recording poetry, and she was in the booth. I've been grinding to leave a legacy behind. Now, where have you been? Now, I know you don't have a car, but nigga, Jersey ain't that far. Take the L to Market Street and hop on the 409 and stop missing so much time. Now, you lost the car 3 years ago. You ain't caught the bus to see her not one time. So I crossed that bridge again. Every time she starts asking mommy, where has daddy been? Now, understand that I know you love your child, but she's only going to be a kid for a little while. So take the L to Market Street, hop on the 409, stop missing so much time. I was get on the bus. What else do I have for the ladies? The ladies that like to sleep with other ladies' men. I call it shaking my head. How does shaking my head start? We'll come back to that. I'm gonna do another one that I got. It's on my heart. What is it called? Congrats. I heard about the baby. That's what's up. I don't know why, but when I heard, I was hurt. Choked up, if you will, kind of a bitter pill, but it's cool. I know the deal. I'm a jump, right? Used for those lonely nights tucked away in your contacts, for when you and your girl lack contact, to penetrate when it gets late, when your girlfriend's out with the girlfriends, or maybe she go OT to go see her auntie. See, just like that poor kitty cat that wandered behind the Chinese store next to the laundromat. I'm your dirty little secret. You disguise your lies as something I thought I'd recognize, and I ingested it, and now I regret that shit because now my stomach is sick. I guess I'm just not the type of chick to be with. What makes her better than me? You think I just love the fuck and I don't give a fuck, right? Well, guess what? My stepfather tried to fuck me when I was 13. I told my mother and she took him back, and I never recovered from that. So I laid on my back hoping dick will be that patch. Talk about broken, but pay attention to the previous words I spoke, and I said he tried to fuck me. See, my bum said that this is my money. I don't owe you shit, and you ain't taking shit from me. So I guess I would like to say thanks. Thanks to you and Ronnie, from Malika to Lika, Tyrone and Capone, countless niggas unknown. I'm keeping my money in a bank. Y'all niggas borrowed from me and never paid me back, and all I got was a baby back. Expensive as that. Who knew making it rain could cause so much pain? But I've learned that my money is to be earned, and it's to remain in my purse, only to be dispersed to whom knows its true worth. And when he arrives, I will truly recognize his eyes, and I will no longer need that patch to stick, because he will have the money clip. So that was called Bank. I forgot the one that I was about to do. It was called Shaking My Head. Oh, stay strong, sister. Don't let these niggas get to you, because they will chew you up and spit you out if you let them. So he told you he had a girl, or he told you he had a wife. And since he kept it real, you thought it was all right. Now, don't think keeping it real can't be deception. He uses his honesty as a shield of protection to secure his weapon's erection. Use your pride as a weapon. Let the whistle meet the pistol and demand respect. You're not perfect, but you're next to perfection. Yo, queen, look at your reflection. Don't trade in your crown for a 2XL nightgown at 2 a.m. Shut him down. So he told you he had a girl, or he told you he had a wife. And now he wants to spend a night because they had a fight. And since he kept it real, you think it's all right. Now he's in your bed and I'm shaking my head because you ain't listening to shit I just said. So the trend of you chasing him begins. The more you get attached, the more he snatches back. And then the one he keeps it real with is the one he doesn't want to deal with. And the one that he lies to means more to him than you do. So he told you he had a girl, or he told you he had a wife. And now she wants to fight because she went through his phone last night. So what you going to tell her? He kept it real, so I thought it was all right. So that was shaking my head. I'm trying to think if I have any other pieces. I don't think I have any other women pieces. I'm gonna end it on this. This is one of my favorites. I just had to make sure I represented for my females. What to do, what not to do. Know that you're precious. Your Yanni is valuable, and everybody does not deserve it. And I teach my daughter the same thing. And this poem is about the state of hip hop and right now. So I'm disgusted with it. I used to want to be a rapper, and Jay-Z said you can't rap past 30. And I mapped my whole life around that. I said, well, Maya Angelou's about 120, so I guess I could just do this forever. So, you know, I grew when I learned to never let nobody define your own destiny but you and God. That's between y'all. So so this is for the ignorance that I received when I started performing. Everybody was like, oh, you rap? Yeah. They couldn't tell the difference. It's the same if you do it right. So, no, I don't rap. Stop asking me that. I'm a poet and you should already know it the way I bring these verses up from my diaphragm through this pen in my hand. My soul is all in this, no gimmicks, so don't disrespect me with your ignorance now. I'm not saying that poets don't rap. Duh, common sense. But between rappers and poets, there is a big difference. Just look up the definition. A rapper is simply one who recites raps. Boy, yeah, anybody could do that. Rapper set us back, proving that we're not far from whence we came. We traded in our chains for 2 chains in Trinidad James. Their goal was to sell their soul for gold. Don't believe me, just watch. How dare they get in the booth and disrespect the roots? This toxic shit on the radio is a hip-hop parody. Hip-hop blasphemy, a cultural tragedy. Rapping about money and popping mollies reminding me that my pockets is on E. And how my shit is from Target and not Gucci or Louis V. Damn, rappers used to inspire me. And yo, party and bullshit was my shit, but nowadays I'm just so sick of this bullshit party music. And yo, before Cam started Mother Goose in it, he used to be my influence. Now, Nikki, being a builder bitch is her gimmick. She got the spotlight and she ain't even using it right. She don't deserve that mic. Man, thank God they freed Remy. Fuck Iggy. Shout out to EVE now. Yeezy is a dope poet that raps, but let's face the facts. He went from Jesus walks to no church in a while now. That's wild. So bow down, bitches, and watch the throne. Can't you see what's going on? I pray that hip hop will revive him because suddenly he's unconscious. I'm so sick of this nonsense. At least we could depend on Kendrick for some poetic justice. Man, these rappers lack substance. They all sound like this. Gold bottles, a few models, loud pack, bring it back. I got racks, dirty Sprite, this bitch fucking the whole team tonight. And a whole bunch of other shit that rhyme that ain't right. This is a rap battle because I'm battling for rap. Weezy said hip hop ain't dead, it just had a heart attack. So think about the things I just said, let it settle in your head now. Hip hop ain't dead. Everybody just decided to be rappers and not poets instead. Poet, definition, one who recites poetry, maker of verses, one of great imaginative and expressive capabilities and special sensitivity to the medium. My poetry's deep, I never fail. It ain't hard to tell. I'm not a rapper. And that's about all I got.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope y'all heard me good.
Yes, so give it up.
Go ahead, Killer.
Yeah, give it up for Miss Kelli.
This is fun. I'm looking forward to listening to everybody else. Oh no, don't do that to me, cause I know you got something for me to hear. Don't do that. Don't do that, Elder. Oh, thank you. That's so good to me.
Yeah, so once again, give it up for Kelli Nobles. She blessed up Mike and started off this entire session this evening. So once again, give it up for her. Just gonna go right on and move into our second poet for the evening. The elder, as she mentioned, Ruhamah Baht Yisrael, and her passion for expression started in February 2002 after a request to write a poem representing 5 generations of grandchildren for her grandmother. And after being introduced to her true passion, Ruhamah's thirst for expression spiked her appetite to share her vision of truth through vibrational, rhythmic short stories of poetry. And Ruhamah shared her poetry at various venues that offered artists a spotlight at spoken word events, the Nuyorican, the Bari, Poetry Cafe, Lounge 13, and other locations. And since then, Ruhamah founded the company It's Real Productions, and it has published 6 books that are presently ready for purchase. And as we continue to go on, we'll post the links for the books that some of these poets have. We want you to support the poets that are performing. So I'm going to introduce to you Ruhamah Baht Yisrael.
Shalom, shalom. Okay. Am I heard?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Hi out there. My name is Ruhamah. My name is Ruhamah, and I'm happy to share this platform once again with other talented poetesses of Black Poet Matters, a soundtrack for all times, giving credence to women of the present and past for their great contributions to earth and all mankind. First, let's give due honor to Mother Eve, the first woman on this planet, created to be a mate for her husband and multiply the earth. The first woman who doctored herself by successfully delivering her child and the afterbirth. That's unadulterated power that only make women that only women possess, the female experts, always producing, always replenishing her cup of knowledge to quench her thirst, always sharing her innate abilities with younger women to keep them connected to their initial worth, to multiply, assist, teach, and exalt her power, the supreme intelligence of the universe. This month is about observing all women, sharing information about her story, which is in a different category than history. His story is full of loopholes, lies, death, and unresolved mysteries. Her story is necessary for the younger women to remember, utilize, and add to their future inventory. Her story overflows with truth about her power, her indoctrinated destruction, her will and knowledge to overcome the system, and her contribution to this world's production. Let's talk about reputable women who contributed on a large scale. Knowledge and perseverance were their weapons used to prevail. Ask the first ladies, the second leaders who stood and still stand behind the presidents. She's their anchor, their strength, their confidant and secret advisor. She's the power behind the man, his silent instrument. She lays awake at night, strategizing on how to give him comfort and ease his trauma. Like the first Black lady of the United States, the Black Queen, Michelle Obama. We must remember the other women who utilized their knowledge, intellect, and wisdom. The first woman and Black woman who ran for United States of America presidency in 1968, the notable Shirley Chisholm. Katherine Johnson and Mary Jackson was the first Black females employed at NASA as aerospace engineers and mathematicians. Being accepted while Black and exceptionally intelligent in those days was an incomprehensibly hard transition. But these intelligent, skilled women were driven by perseverance and ambition. Katherine Johnson's knowledge of mathematics and orbital mechanics were critical to the success of the first U.S. space flight mission. Finally, Katherine and Mary were given their due recognition. Through years of applying their innate skills and accepting unwarranted hardships, they earned their positions. And let's give it up for Macy Jemison, an engineer, physician, and former astronaut, the first Black woman who traveled into space. And Claudette Colvin, the first Black civil rights activist who went to jail at the age of 15 because she refused to give up her seat to white meat. She went against segregated laws on the legislate. She wasn't exposed like Rosa Parks because she was 15 and pregnant. So it was decided that the publicity of her incident would be concealed, hopefully without a trace. Rosa Parks' incident happened 9 months later, which gave her notoriety throughout the states. Madam C. Walker, the first Black self-made millionaire, who gained her wealth through her inventions of products for Black women's hair care. Let's not stop here, because we have great poetess who deserve kudos, like Gwendolyn Brooks, Sonia Sanchez, Nikki Giovanni, Margaret Walker, and numerous others who were sharing their poetry with other pros. The renowned poetess, civil rights activist, singer, scholar, and author, the phenomenal Maya Angelou, the first Black female poet invited to President Clinton's inauguration. Following in her footsteps was Amanda Gorton, a youth poet laureate, a Black woman invited to President Joe Biden's inauguration. She shared a poem of pure fire that spread throughout the country to the hearts of people of every nation. There are numerous powerful women whose knowledge, intellect, and wisdom have greatly influenced the entire world. Her presence on earth is part of a divine cycle since life determined. she would be a girl. So continue to grow in power. Remain sweet and gentle like a flower, but maintain your foundation because your strength lies in your spiritual tower. Thank you. I wrote that today. I was so glad I finished it. Thank you so much. All righty. My second poem is, okay. My second poem is, she's a woman and lady. I'm not a singer, but I'm gonna do this. She is woman, she's not slow. She's great from head to toe. She's no tramp, and she knows exactly where she stands. Some may call her a whore because she won't let them into her store. Nor will she share her precious treasures with every man, because she's more than just her vagina. Her cargo is invaluable like exquisite china. She's more refined than vintage wine. She's the best chosen cuisine when dined. She makes males rise like the sunshine and possesses the power to make them commit crimes. She even enhances senses that belong to the blind. So I'm inclined to give you the 411 about a woman's vagina and her sister that's connected behind. She's priceless as gold, but for some females with low esteem and misguided concepts, she's abused when sold. She's always been aware of prospects and the power she possesses when she ejects. But all females should treat their vagina like a lady with respect. A lady doesn't use her body for monetary gains or to impress. A lady doesn't submit to numerous partners simultaneously upon request. She's a blessing from the Creator, designed to satisfy, be fulfilled, and multiply. Her contributions to life is incredible. She's compassionate, gentle, and refined. That's because the woman is not solely identified by the greatness of her vagina and her beautifully sculptured connection behind. Woman is a person of uniqueness who possesses numerous attributes attained through blessings and an intellectual mind. Woman, extracted from man's rib, was artistically developed into a female of an exceptional kind, to be respected, savored, protected, and appreciated throughout time. She is superbly designed by the Supreme Divine. She's a portal to the incubation chamber for human production to serve the Most High. So she deserves to be respected, not exposed on a billboard sign, advertising and soliciting her precious jewels and precious cargo that's attached behind. For some females, it's normal to solicit because they have no morals or guidelines. But for a woman with ethics, it's a crime. She must treat her physical temple like a shrine. Every female was blessed with one vagina during their entire lifetime. And I thank the Almighty for blessing me with knowledge and power to populate, operate, and appreciate mine. And ladies, these days, you don't have to be born with a vagina to claim femininity, because some guys are power shooting with double indemnity. So you may want to refrain from using her too quickly, since the only time she's truly considered priceless is during her years of virginity. Ladies, even though we have remarkable skills to make her grip and bite, believe the hype. To most men, she is better when she's not overused. juicy and tight. So trust when this vintage sister advises you to honor your womanhood, be a lady, and treat your precious jewels right. Follow Mr. James Brown advice because she's a sight. Thank you. Thank you. That is my second.
Thank you. Love
awesome, sis. Awesome.
Love it.
Toda, toda.
Keep dropping that wisdom, queen. Word, word.
Toda. Okay. I have another one which is I tried to make short. Okay. And this one I wrote many years ago. It's called The Stray. The stray that got away. The stray that got away escaped by the skin of her teeth. She thought that she was emotionally tough enough to play, but her heart began to submit to defeat. She thought that she could keep the mental and physical separated, but as time progressed, their playtime together began to change. It escalated. Sometimes she had not participated. Can't see. At first, she was intrigued by Mr. Mystique. He was tall, intellectual, and poised with a beautiful physique. He knew all the right things to say. His words were carefully chosen. He wanted to keep her body satisfied and her mind frozen. He made love to her mind and body at the same time. His lips remained pressed against her ear. He ravished her soul by whispering all of the special sweet words a woman longed to hear, but he promised her nothing. He knew that she wanted, but he was looking for something other than just to sexually score. But the stray wasn't a complete fool. She knew not to give him her heart, so she fought temptation to keep her valuable jewels. As long as he wanted to play with Kitty, she would let him with fulfillment and joy. But when he noticed that he wasn't the one in control, he became annoyed. Before he disappeared, he stopped playing with Kitty because he realized that he became the toy. He thought that he had captivated the stray, but the entire time, Pussy was playing coy. Thank you! I have one more. I hope I got the time. I'll make it quick. The struggles, also, my sister, the struggles of queens. Sometimes living up to the reputation as phenomenal women is hard because it's expected of us to always remain strong, when in actuality, our strength comes from the grace of God. His power rejuvenates us when we become weak from an influx of being financially, emotionally, and manipulatively wrong. We've been through turmoil after turmoil, needless to say. Diversity has never stopped us from striving to make it through another day. But sometimes we submit to defeat by wallowing in our sorrow when we forget to pray. As a therapeutic treatment, let me remind you of some of our past accomplishments, because there are numerous great things we've done. United, we stood. United, we were strong. Anything we pursued in unity, we won. We've had very important roles since the time of our creation on earth. We were deemed as invaluable women who were strong, proud females since birth. We were the backbone of our nation's emotional and mental strength. We protected our own by using extensive means of defense. In the past, it was because of us, the queens, that this nation has grown to be so mighty and strong. It was because of the nourishment from our minds and bodies that nations have lasted this long. Ladies, we've aided so many for so long that I've often wondered, were we wrong? It was also because of our nourishment that nations from other countries gained strength. It was us in the background giving them advice. To acknowledge us was never their intent. But yet, when we reacted from our pent-up anger due to their neglect, it was said that we were depressed, oppressed, suppressed, and full of resentment. Queens, those are only a few of the unmentionables. Our inputs behind other successes were unquestionable. We've refrained so much and received so little. Now the table has turned and we're becoming indestructible. We only needed to feel our power, reconnect with our royal background, and discipline ourselves from acting corruptible. We needed to look at the big picture to see more than our financial setbacks and emotional downfalls. Some of us are in the position to judge the validity of this country's laws. But if anything goes wrong, it is standard practice that we take the fall, because during an investigation, others will surreptitiously fabricate flaws. Since it's assumed that our low self-esteem is the reason for our problems, others continuously conspire against us to keep us on the bottom. We've had to get our unclothed, drunken bodies out of the bars, our dependency off of the drugs, pick our heads up and get up off of our knees. Some of us don't have what's recognized as classroom education, but in life, all of us have doctorate degrees. The reality is we all have something unique in quality to offer our own. But first, we have to continue accepting individual, national, and cultural responsibility, regain our self-respect, and be grown. In the past and present, we've been unjustly accused, and it was automatically implied that we were thieves. According to other stereotypical conclusions, we were born with the trait to deceive. It was a known practice that if we refused to voluntarily submit, we couldn't expect to receive. It was all part of a continuous plan to keep us under control and bereaved. Our reawakening is long overdue. Now we can accomplish anything that we please. Sisters, lift up your spirit. We have emotional and mental work to do. It's time to renew our faith. We have ownership positions to pursue. We're going to need it when we proclaim our fame, which is long overdue. We possess a variety of skills that are naturally perfected. Through faith, growth, and perseverance, our knowledge have escalated, and we deserve to be accepted. But as a nation of knowledgeable women, we are still disrespected. We never receive recognition for helping countries remain in an upstanding position. We've improved on our abilities, regardless of the obstacles. Will reach the level of economic, spiritual, and emotional stability while riding upon the system rules. Once we embrace all of our knowledge, our power will enable us to overcome many things. With the Most High's help and guidance, love, wisdom, and determination, we will reestablish our positions as queens, because we are phenomenal women created to promote greatness with a uniqueness and feminine touch. We are queens who demonstrated our qualification to lead with God's help. We will succeed without a crutch, but it's the power of the Almighty God in which we pursue, love, and trust. We are the redeemed queens. Toda so much. I really liked that. I had a good time.
The redeemed queens. Amen. Love it.
Yes. So once again, give it up for Ruhamah, as she also blessed the stage this evening. So once again, everybody out there, just give it up for Ruhamah Baht Yisrael once again, as she was able to come forth and perform this evening. So once again, this is the Black Poet Matters, and once again for March, for Women's History Month, presenting to you all female poets for this month. So once again, we thank you all for tuning in. Continue to like the page on Facebook. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Instagram. So we're gonna go over to our next poet for the evening. Just gonna switch things up at this time, and we're actually gonna present to everyone someone that's not new to here, and has been responsible for some of the other poets that we've been seeing throughout the past few months, joining us this evening. So we're going to present to you Miss Neisha Braveheart. She hails from Trenton, New Jersey. Her love of writing manifested at the age of 5 and is ever evolving with a particular preference for poetry and personal essays. And Braveheart loves to learn interesting things about others, but climbs up when it comes time to talk about herself. She loves to read, for it inspires her writing. She's an avid learner, so she thoroughly enjoyed reading new and interesting articles and books. Braveheart also enjoys performing at open mic venues such as this one, but also all over Jersey and sometimes in Philly. And while making it a point to branch out further this year, as she has been doing here on the Black Poet Matters, Braveheart has a lot of things brewing in the pot, and it is beginning to overflow with opportunity. She also does motivational speaking at events, which have mostly been geared to empowering women. Once again, this is Women's History Month, so this is something that's definitely appropriate. And in addition, she runs an online magazine, COY Magazine, a women's personal development magazine, where she's the editor-in-chief. So at this time, everybody, we present to you Neisha Braveheart.
Yes.
Visions that can change the world, trapped inside an ordinary girl. She looks just like me, too afraid to dream out loud. And though it's simple, your idea, it won't make sense to everybody. You need courage now if you're gonna persevere. You gotta answer when you're called, so don't be afraid to face the world against all odds.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves tonight. I'm just gonna get right into it. Black women scare me. They scare the hell out of me. If she is strong and confident, I feel powerless and weak around her. The more secure she is, the more terrified I am. She intimidates me. Her strong presence gives me the chills. I don't respect her, I fear her. Black women scare me. Their beauty is breathtaking, and their powerful vibes give me pause. Black women scare me. My mother, she scared me for years. Her strong presence always kept me on pins and needles. I never saw her sweat nor drop a tear. In her anger, I knew all too well. When it see that I ran, I went into hiding until that powerful beast went away. I did not know how to take her. I was always praying I didn't make her mad. Black women scare me. Don't piss her off, ever. The stronger she is, the more I dance on eggshells. She is superior to me, and I'm not worthy of her love. Black women scare me. I feel inferior because I lack confidence and strength. I lack emotional strength. And when I cry, I feel so weak. Although I'm sensitive. Being vulnerable makes me feel weak as well. Black women scare me. She scares me because I wish so badly to be just like her. I want to ask her, how did you get so strong? But I'm afraid her response will crush me. Black women scare me. Wait, ain't I a black woman? Shouldn't I be strong and proud too? Teach me, black woman, teach me to be just like you. Black women scare me. Now this next piece is I wrote it to a sister that I'm close to. For a sister that I'm close to. It's called Don't Talk to My Friend Like That. If I talk to you the way that I talk to me, I wonder if we would still be friends. If I talk to you the way that I talk to me, I wonder if you would ever feel supported and encouraged. If I talk to you the way that I talk to me, I wonder if you would ever feel valued and loved. The truth is that what I say to myself, I would never say to you. So why do I continually choose to speak to me that way? With you, I am quick to encourage and slow to criticize. With me, self-sabotage is always in full effect. Daily, I doubt. Daily, I second-guess every decision I make. Me, myself, and I had major trust issues. Foolishly thinking that anyone other than me knows best. I recall sitting in a group session and listening to a woman berate herself. Her friend that was sitting beside her said, "Don't talk to my friend like that." I know deep down that I need to work on how I talk to myself. There's life and death in the tongue, and I consistently commit suicide. After all, it is my great escape, and no matter how bad it hurts, I never fully let the wounds heal. I keep reopening them. Pain is a bedfellow in my comfort zone. I wish you doubted me more. That would absolve me of the guilt of having someone believe in me. That someone is you. That someone who knows I am greatness consumed with brokenness. I would rather give up on me than allow you to convince me that I am both ambitious and driven. I would rather believe that the achiever in me is a loser. I hurt myself so much that I'm no longer a victim. I turn into the villain. I abuse you with my contradictory tendencies. I abuse you by forcing you to dance on eggshells. I abuse you with inconsistency. It is not only jarring, but it is disturbing. It is disturbing that the toxicity in our friendship was caused. My ego allows me to remain stagnant in victim mindset. Our relationship became a trauma bond, which was the beginning of the end. Losing you was devastating. What is more devastating is the fact that you are still here in my life. You refuse to go. You refuse to be moved. Losing you, my friend, enabled me to see the friend that I wasn't. It forced me to re-examine the woman I had become. It forced me to re-examine the woman I want to be. To see the woman before me as a woman who is not decimated. To see the woman before me as a woman who is not damaged. To see the woman before me as worthy and capable of self-love. To see the woman before me as a woman who is an asset and no longer a liability. Don't talk to my friend like that. I'm sorry, I forgot to say the end. You want me to unmute? I'm sorry. There's a lot going on. I think I got one more in me. This one is called Hearsay. You told her that you found me to be unattractive, and you told me that I was fat. You told her that I spent too much time with my family. You told me that we were family. You told her that I did not want to wear a hijab and take my shahada. You told me that I should pray with you. You told me that I'm sneaky and conniving. You told her I'm just using you. Did you tell her that when we met, you were unemployed and all I saw was your hard work and dedication? I never left your side, employed or not, because I knew you would thrive no matter what you did. Did you tell her you have repeatedly cheated on me? And your only response was, but I would never leave you for her. Damn. You just don't know how bad I wish you had. Each time you cheated, you got bolder and bolder. Did you tell her how she is old enough to be your daughter? Did you tell her the number one in your spot, and there's no number one spot in your life? She will always be a side piece. She will never be your only girl. He will speak ill of the woman in his past to you and speak ill of you to them. Did he tell you how I told him when we broke up that all the ties that bond would be irretrievably broken? How dare he expect me to be his friend after all the disgrace and heartache cheating brought to our relationship? Poor him, poor sad man. He say anything in exchange for pity sex. You see, you think, well, if she doesn't do this, then I'll do that. I wonder if you would do everything you wanted knowing he's community property. Those sacred moments of intimacy are the ones he'll share with everyone else. There won't be any exclusivity in your relationship, never. He always has one foot out the door. Once, I was like you, trying to be everything his ex was not. Never thought about the price I would pay for accepting him and all his wants in my life. The same way you get a man is how you lose him. And the person that I felt sorry for was his ex. She gave him several years and he still stepped out. She saw him through shit that I could never accept. So I don't look for pity for me. I pity the ones like me, suffering from naivete, thinking he wants me now, he always will. You'll always wonder if there is someone else, and I guarantee you that there will be. To be honest, the truth you know is a far cry from the reality you'll see in him. You see, he's not done sowing his royal oats. He is incapable of escaping that pipe dream. If he does become your man, then know that I left him. I left him because I was feeling devalued. I allowed him to embed in me all I was sex. I know my worth now. It was never tied to him. I only erroneously believed it was. Before him, I was tired. I was scared of commitment for fear of him losing his desire of me, when really I was losing the desire of myself. So yes, I know that he'll bash me at every chance. I know it stings that I still refuse to be his friend. So now you'll get my spot. I can live with that. I learned from him what my mother always said: if I can't be number one, I won't be number two. Hearsay. And that's my time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So once again, give it up for Neisha Braveheart. Once again, we thank you for participating, and also, yes, she's been in here for a while, and through her, we've had some of the other poets that have joined us in the past few months. So once again, we just thank Neisha once again. And as we continue to move on, as we start to close out the first set, not the entire show, we're just closing out the first set, and we're going to introduce to you at this time someone that's been here from the very beginning. You've probably seen her 20 times out of the 20 sessions. Just whatever. She's been an integral part of this. And her intro song is actually something that people might want to keep a listen to. You might hear a familiar voice in her intro song. So once again, we're going to introduce to you the Miss Empress Poetry. She's an artist, she's a poetic activist, she's an author, she's a motivational speaker, she's a mother, and she's Barbados born and Brooklyn, New York bred. And this culturally rich and diverse combo gives her a creatively unique edge color palette and a horizon wide canvas. Empress Poetry cleverly weaves language and molds character through the power of the pen. Her signature performance poetry captures the delicate intricacies of life. Introducing to you, Empress Poetry.
you laid me across a blanket made of brown mudcloth. I reached my arms up and welcomed you to the motherlands. You entered at Cairo and made your way to the Sahara deserts where the heat intensified even as you created oasis after oasis, making it as well.
I am a queen who sits among queens in unity, a collection of light hearts and beautiful minds, a layer of lioness in ladies' clothing, decorated claws and paws designed to be weaponized if activated, damsels who never stress. Proverbs 31 women who give their best knowing anything less is not of God, glowing in our blessings, knowing without him we are nothing. So we trod on humbly, supportive of each other, all our moves executed regally, without jealousy or disdain. With and for each other, we cry and joy and dance in the rain, work and pray to help spare each other from suffering any pain. We celebrate, win or lose, we choose to find the jewels and place them in our crimes. Good evening, everyone. I am Empress Poetry, and it is a tremendous blessing to be here with these queens celebrating Women's Month. I am not going to say a whole lot more. I am just going to jump into the next two pieces. That piece I just spit was entitled Allegiance. My next piece is Unslave Me. Unslave me. Unlearn those thoughts that run to mind when you see me. Whitewash your beliefs and see me as more than the darkness that haunts you. Release those guilty spirits that induce fear. Convict them. Repent, not for the atrocities committed by your ancestors. Repeat for keeping their intentions alive. Repetition of actions designed to keep me locked away from experiencing freedom. Mandates and laws with underlying conditions meant to make breathing a complication. I really can't breathe. Pollution prevents me from seeing the silver lining in the clouds. Politicians pretend the red line doesn't exist, though it's tied around my neck, lynching my every attempt to live freely. White lines and blood drawn in streets by a blue wall too thick to get through, so you tell me to get over it. Shit. You tell me to get over everything while you do everything to keep me down. Yeah, I walk with a frown. Try being me. Waking up every morning asking God for mercy so I can safely walk in the skin I am in. Praying for my sons and daughters in these streets pursuing education, though administration keeps changing the rules. Raising the bar each level to keep them reaching. Writing the sermon our own ministers are preaching, then spinning the narrative till they're always high, rebuking any weapon formed against them, wishing to never have to identify them beneath white sheets. Unslave me. And that's that piece. And my final piece is entitled, I Am a Black Woman. I wanted to give birth to more greatness. So I made love to my pen, and now our offspring will live on for generations. I am pregnant with possibilities for our great nation. Blank pages like empty wombs now fill the legacies. Replace distorted history told by prophets of hypocrisy and division. I am of a people designed with precision. Ancient drums speak through every dip of my hips. I dance to my own rhythm. Molded from the dust of the motherland by the Almighty's hand, there is no question of my origination. Pride oozes through my stride. Some tried to change my name, but underestimate my game. Don't call me Mary. Fruit no longer hang from trees strangely, because I know I am free. No matter how hard they try, they will never silence me. Chains are broken. The words I write are not just spoken, they are alive, bursting from beneath my chest on every breath they ride. That rhyme can never be denied. My voice hits notes on high, and my language requires no translation. There is no dictionary that can give definition of who I am, for I am a Black woman. That's my set. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah. So once again, everybody just give it up for Empress Poetry.
Excellent, excellent.
And you hear her signature poem playing in the background. So that she just recently released, but it's an old poem of hers called Journeys. But you can just search for Empress Poetry online, and you can search for this song, Journeys. So we have poets that write books. We have poets that have put out albums. So once again, all you male poets out there, you got to step your game up.
I love it.
Because we got some female poets that are writing constantly and publishing books, and once again, you know, releasing music. So, but we're gonna bring back the brothers, of course, next month. Next month we actually, because we're gonna have our 1-year anniversary of our book. So next month we're gonna have the poets that are in that book come and perform for you. So it'll be male and female next month as we present to you the poets of the book called Black Poet Matters, a poetic anthology for the times. But in the meantime, you can always get that book. You get all the books from the poets that are performing this evening and all throughout the past year and a half or so. So once again, we're just going to take a musical break at this time, and we're going to come back with our second set. So once again, everybody out there on YouTube, just continue to share the link, subscribe to the channel. Everybody on Facebook, do the same. Just like the page and share the video as well, and also follow us on Instagram.
I sat back last night and reminisced.
You gotta do right by me. It's mandatory, baby. Sweeter than your favorite ice cream be. Bask in my glory, baby. Don't play no games that'll ruin things and make me leave you on the street, and you don't want that. Don't hesitate, I can make it great. Like Cleopatra Jones, I can set you free. In stereo, I got a little highs, I got a little low. Follow this melodic flow. I can make you shine, I can make you glow. I'm the real thing in stereo. I got a little highs, I got a little low. Follow this melodic flow. I can make you shine, I can make you glow. I'm more than a toy for your satisfaction. I'm the pay-per-view on your TV screen, your main attraction. Your phosphorus, I'm your energy. When you're lost and you need some focus, come see me. I'll entice your mind, I do it all the time. In the morning, in the evening, when the doves cry. I can feed your gut, put you in a tub. When I turn it up, yeah, brother, you know what's up. A little bubbles and a body rub. Turn off the water drip. Don't think about dessert, I got enough and a whole lot more to give. I'm the real thing in stereo. I got a little highs, I got a little low. Follow this melodic flow. I can make you shine, I can make you glow. You could buy me diamonds, you could buy me pearls, take me on a cruise around the world. not just dough, but a show that you know she's worth your time. You will lose if you choose to refuse to put her first. She will and she can find a man who knows her worth. Cause a real man knows a real woman when he sees her. And a real woman knows a real man ain't afraid to please her. And a real woman knows a real man always comes first. And a real man just can't deny a woman's worth. I feel like Cinderella, got me hoping, wishing, falling, falling, falling. Feeling kinda mellow, my Prince Charming. Calling, calling, calling. Feel like Cinderella, you lucky, lucky fella. Got me falling, falling, falling for you. Heaven must be missing an angel for sure. Cause I haven't felt for a long time this beautiful. Someone who is my fall, my spring, my summer and my winter. My all in all, my very center. I feel like Cinderella, got me hoping, got me falling, falling, falling. Feeling kinda mellow, my Prince Charming. Baby, you're so fine. Calling, calling, calling. Feel like Cinderella, I feel like Cinderella. Falling, 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 falling. I'm balling, got me head over heels for you. Clouds of rain and sun, water, stars and moon, a zillion rains of sand, a timeless love in bloom. Tick tock, 12 o'clock. Watch yourself, babe. I got your love on lock. Click my heels 3 times. You're the only thing on my mind. Happy to be a holiday. 'Tis our season to celebrate. We can get down anytime, any place, on any given day. I feel like Cinderella, got me hoping, wishing. I feel like Cinderella, feeling kinda mellow, my Prince Charming. Every day you call me, feel like Cinderella. You're always in my head. Ooh, you're always in my head. You're like a cool breeze on a summer's day. You are a river running through a desert plain. You are my shelter from the pouring rain. You were my comfort even before the pain. I can hear the sound of 5 drummers in the wind. Leaves blowing in the breeze ring out like guitars. A tin can rolls across the gravel like a tambourine. I am but a vessel and so I sing because you are in my head. You're always in my head. In my dreams, you're always in my head. In my pain, you're always in my head. In my peace, you're always in my head. A rainbow of a rhythm stretches across the sky. An airplane in the distance plays a beautiful cello line. There's no coincidence, it's in tune with the music in my ears. If you were a shoulder, you're where I would rest. But I am your vessel, so I hear you in my head. You're always in my head. In my fears, you're always in my head. In my joy, a summer's day. You are a river running through a desert plain. You've been my shelter from the pouring rain. You were my comfort even before the pain. 'Cause I hear you in my head. You're always in my head. In my dream, you're always in my head. In my pain, you're always in my head. In my boy, if you stay, I'll always make sure that you look to see a brighter day. Don't let our love just slip away. The things you do, they always make me feel like there's no one else but you. Promise you'll be true. Always. Don't you leave. Boy, don't you leave. Promise I'll be here. No. Whenever you need me. Whenever share my world. Need me. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here. So baby, don't you have no fear. To be with you would be like paradise. Everything would be so nice, so nice, so right, so right. The joy you bring to me make me feel so good inside. It's so right, so high. Just thinking about you and my feelings, I just can't hide. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here whenever you need me. You know that I'll come share my world. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here. So baby, don't you and I'm running out of things to do to get you off my mind. Oh. All I have is this picture in a frame that I hold close to see your face every day. With you is where I'd rather be, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so hard, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so hard, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. Now the minutes feel like hours and the hours feel like days while I'm away. You know right now I can't be home, but I'm coming home soon. Coming home soon. All I have is this picture in a frame that I hold close to see your face every day. With you is where I'd rather be, but we're stuck where we are. It's so hard, so far. This long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so hard, so far.
Once again, yes, Black Poet Battles, as we are getting ready for the beginning of the second set of this evening. As we're doing it up for Women's History Month, we have all female poets performing this evening. But once again, just thanking you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page for Bassment Entertainment. Like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. So once again, everybody out there that's been joining in, and we thank you for participating as we will go on with and begin the second part of our program. So at this time, we're going to introduce to you all Econzi Musa, who is a mother. She's a poet who speaks avidly in the community, assisting with resources, skills, and employment. She started putting her matters to paper over 25 years ago and watched her writing grow like blossoms in her pen. In 2010, Econzi was a featured artist in Rhythm and Rhymes, Fresno, California. And she's born in Fresno, California, by the way, and she's a longtime resident of Oakland, California. And after an extensive break, she is returning to the scene without apology. So without apology, we introduce to you Econzi Musa.
I pray everyone is doing well. Excuse me? Can I be heard?
Yes,
okay.
Yes you can.
Okay, excellent. I give thanks for this time. I know that it's been very tedious, with these crazy times. We don't have a script for it, but we have to live through it still. Instead of looking to the news and listening to family, friends, and associates alike that are running afraid and scared, this is the time to tap into your strength. If you're still here today, you're here for a purpose. Tap into that purpose. Tap into the one that created you and stand strong through it. Remember your light. Even as I worked out recently, it was so funny because no matter what and where we were, people would always walk up on us. We got on a tennis court and people still brought their dogs to walk around the tennis court instead of the grass that was around it. Instead of getting irked by that, I just remembered, hey, I'm working on developing my light, and also I was trying to breathe through the exercise. But you have to remember that when people are getting drawn to you that way, it's for a reason, and that others are watching even when you don't expect it. So let me get started with this first piece. It's entitled, The Strength of My Pen. I found out the power of my words not long after I walked. Had my elders in amazement and amusement of the crap I talked. What once was cute eventually crossed the lines of generational boundaries. Reprimands and whippings taught me to reel in my verbal abilities. In the journey of grasping my pen, it became my staff and sword. Excuse me. It became my staff and sword. Tears of joy and sorrow stained like ink with the stages of life explored. I may be little, my thoughts may be a lot, but the strength of my pen is one I haven't forgot. Expression laced with tact was the valuable lesson taught. Thanks. So this next piece is for my queen mother. I hope she's watching today, if not later. This is a tribute to my queen mother. Wife, mother, daughter, sister, and friend. Artist personified with a steady hand. Seamstress, master chef, a poet supreme. The blessings you have, only a sister could dream. I am ever so grateful for the woman of Yah you are. I'm cherishing the light in you that can be seen from afar. You raised 5 children to praise God and give help to those in need, to maintain our humility even when we succeed. Thank you for never playing us against each other. You drove in the point. We are the keepers of our sisters and our brothers. I am the youngest and vividly remember you led us in home Bible study, baking contests, soul train lines in the living room to see whose moves were the best, Friday night dinners at grandma's place, your lemon meringue, sweet potato, and pecan pies everybody wanted to taste. Water fights on triple-digit days. You would start and end it. We all know who really plays. I'm glad you showed your daughters how to walk with some class. Vulgar is not sexy, exposing your jewels to the mass. You prepped us before we left the nest to follow God, live clean, and do our best. Domestic violence you educated us on. When love and respect end, that's the cue to be gone. Thank you for your patience with me throughout the years. Nothing beats the warmth of a mother's prayer after I've talked through my tears. You praise Yah without apology. Whether a song or dance, it's gonna be. Even your name, Joyce, defines you to a T. A happy, joyful disposition is your personality. You are the epitome of superwoman. Yah's ingredients created a masterpiece. The outcome was you leading a home full of joy and peace. Thank you. So this next piece is entitled Times of the Essence. I've been doing a lot of reflection this month. You know, they've been putting it out there. This is Women's History Month, and you know, that's all fine and great. You know, give credit where credit is due. However, I treasure the father that also took part in creating me. I'm like, where is the Men's History Month? I mean, I'm all about balance, and I'm not about any kind of divide and conquer and celebrating just the women of our family, you know, and definitely not for just 1 month, but we celebrate throughout our days. We are of that lineage. We are of that bloodline. So I treasure that. My grandmother, she's 97. She had 2 sisters. And those 3 little women, they were business people. They were highly skilled. They were very, very loyal and strong with their husbands and highly supported. They took good care of their children, and they each had 7 children each. On my father's side of the family, again, 7 children, and raised others, and had multiple skills, and had a supportive king in their life. So I love the balance. I love the legacy. I love the foundation. And I give thanks for this time. This last piece is called Time is of the Essence. The process of life has a beginning and end. This physical realm is fragile, temporary, no matter how much we pretend. Why must we put off now what we know is necessary today? As if the next day is guaranteed, putting our missions on the shelf like a stacked display. We find it funny watching a dog chase its own tail, not realizing that our own life is going in circles versus a focused, destined trail. Be led by Yahweh's spirit, deal in righteousness and truth. Be about his word, let it be established in you. Rise above the distractions towards that which are your goals and dreams. The temporary pleasure ain't as important as it seems. Time is of the essence to shine the light Yahweh gave, to be a light unto the nations, declaring him and only him can save, by our words, our deeds, and how we behave. Thank you.
That is more than excellent. Just completely excellent.
That was
excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah, so once again, everybody just give it up for Econzi Musa.
Yeah.
Also another one who has been here from the beginning as well. So once again, you know, and you'll probably hear from her as well as Empress Poetry next month as we continue to promote the book that's been out for a year. The Black Poet Matters, the poetic anthology for the Times. So now we're gonna bring up our next poet. She goes by the name of Latisha Divine. She's a poet born and raised in Brooklyn. Her passion for writing and her voice on the stage made her larger than life. She has performed in numerous places: the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, Bush Baby, the African Poetry Theater, HBO, the Apollo Theater, BET, and has also been featured on many radio stations. This Black Wax recording artist brings love, life, culture, and song into every word of her poetry. So once again, introducing to you this evening, Latisha Divine Stewart.
What's the matter? Is he drunk? Yeah, he drunk.
Hello, good evening, everyone. All right, so I'm going to start off with this first poem, and it's called Candy Girl. I know I'm different from other girls. Could it be my candy curves? Or maybe it's just my lemon drop eyes that turns the head of many guys. What makes me so different from all the rest? Is it my sugar teeth or my lollipop breast? Or maybe it's just my Tootsie Roll hips or my chocolate coated caramel lips. I'm sweet as sugar, but spoiled rotten. My dress is made of candy cotton. My back is made of licorice. My behind chocolate swirl. Everyone loves a candy girl. Thank you. So I want to just mention that I'm accompanied with my mom, Tonight she's playing the drum. So my next piece that I'm going to do is about something that we all, as writers, become a little bit that we all can relate to. It's about writer's block. So it's called Writing About Writing. Pen to paper, stuck on a thought. Mind, move out of my way. There's no prison that I can't write myself out of. Unshakable, completely removed from the mundane. Time to take up my sword and make a stain. About to break out like acne from these chains. Better watch out when these words come about. Loud like thunder, not the humdrum. Feed you that cheese, come and get some before it runs out and it's all done. Ashe. So this next piece I'm about to do is called An Ode to My Womb. So men, please get in touch with your feminine, and women, hold on to your wombs. This old womb, she sheds blood. If you diss her, your name is mud. With a this old womb is where you're from. My womb is shedding, and I commend thee, amend thee, womb. My womb is shedding, spreading, changing. My womb is shedding, spreading, changing. My womb is shedding, spreading, changing. Changing, 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 changing the order of the universe. And she's not scary. Please don't fear the hairy Mary, full of space, grace. Come one with your feminine men, cause you can be feminine and masculine at the same time. The fact is I'm yours and you're mine, so don't diss me when my uterus busts and bloody waterfalls. Yes, nature calls me and you. I'm just cleansing the power you and I possess. Supreme goddess is I. Watch my uterus spread and fly, man. Watch me fly. I am you and you are I. I am uterus. You enter us. Yes, you are us coming from the divine uterus. So what if I'm oversensitive? So what if this period makes me oversensitive? Just remember that the love I give is divine. Divine body, divine mind. Arm, leg, arm, head, mind. But it's not just about me. There are many systems in a galaxy, in a university, in a universe. Circulate this system. Digestive system, nervous system, reproductive system. Listen to the blood flow till you can't hear no momo. Listen to her go-go, watch how she flow. There are many systems, yes, solar systems. Souls are systems, so watch me glisten. Still pissing blood. If you make me angry, your name is mud. My womb is stinging, ringing. Must be that angel calling me, reminding me that every time her wing spreads and she sheds, I can conceive the next Messiah. And angels are no liars. Ask Harry, Mary, full of space. The divine is with you. Blessed are you among living, and blessed are your fruits. Blessed women parading in their birthday suits with struts marks the spot. Shake all that you got, though you may not feel so hot. My womb is my friend to the end. Though she gets between me and my men, she's my friend. There is life in the womb, man, and I'll say it again. There's life in the womb, man. Memory glands expand to nourish you with my milk silk knowledge. Don't let me have to take y'all to womb college. my womb is shedding in the sky across the galaxy. Leo is my Mercury, sign is fire. Let's cleanse ourselves and give birth to messiahs. All praise is due to the Most High. And by the way, did I mention? Thanks again for making me a woman. Thanks again for making me a woman. Thanks again for making me a woman. For making me a womb, man.
Hallelujah. A woman. That's right. You.
So this last piece I'm gonna do is called Love. And basically it's an acronym because the title of the poem is Living Outside of Vain Existence, because anything else outside of love is vanity. Even viewing obstacles logically, giving your heart unconditionally, blessings flowing abundantly, putting trust in G-O-D, giving for the sake of charity, like overflowing vines, eternal wine coming straight from the divine. Language outspoken, victorious existence. Love is greater than moving thousands of mountains. Love is better than prophecy, outweighing future mysteries. Without love, the greatest speeches would even be speechless. A preacher would have no meaning in what he teaches. Listening over viewpoints expected. Love died and resurrected one day. I pray that I get to love the way that Christ did. Love is patient and kind. Love is medicine for the mind. Love is that bird with an unending song. Love keeps no records of what it has been wronged. Love never loses faith, enduring every circumstance. Love gives us chances. Living outside of vain existence, serving Christ with great persistence. When, for instance, the walk is not easy, but God loves us freely so we can give love. He gives us the hope, so now we can live love. Love is driven and always forgiven. Love endures. Even when people misconstrue all the good that you do, remember a great light shines deep within you. Let's have a little clarity. Good work without love cancels out charity. So it's clear that love will be around even when our gifts disappear. Love is the greatest, and it's like this. When we grow up, we have to put away things childish. We need to look love in the mirror and face love. Without making a change in our life, we've disgraced love. Love is forever enduring. So is faith and hope. But the greatest one comes straight from above, a gift from the Creator, and that is love. Thank you. Good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, guys.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes,
excellent.
Thank you, guys.
Loved it, loved it.
Yeah, so once again, Latisha, she's been here since the near beginning, her and her mother. So we definitely appreciate them for always giving us that musical treat every time they come forth. And she hasn't been here in a while, but she has returned now. So hopefully, as the weather is nice and everything is sunny, we'll see and hear much more of Latisha Divine moving forward. So at this time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our next poet. She goes by the name of Sabrina, and she's been here for a while as well. So we're just gonna introduce her at this time. She's a mother of three. She's the director of the new tribe of Vance Ayita Incorporated, doing projects that promote life and truth in East Flatbush and in Haiti. She's the author of Over Word Spoken, which is a book of poetry, and she's currently pursuing MA in Cultural and Theological Anthropology at Eastern University. So at this time, just going to introduce you all to Sabrina Samedi.
The world after the wilderness no longer exists. Picture me with no filter. Picture we see the rainbow as evidence that the storm was only meant to wash away the hurt, certainly not destroy. Picture divine vines growing on side abandoned buildings. Picture choosing a road less traveled, abandoned millions. Picture standing on top of hills and projecting your brilliance. Picture we started old and slowly became more like children.
Good night, everyone. Can you feel the love in here? I feel the love in here. This is awesome. Thank you. I love every this is church every month, like just feel so full, crying, laughing. So love y'all. Let's get it. This is called We Are Women. We are women working well, wishing fortunes on the world, forging futures for our little boys and girls, whirling fingers through their tresses, taming time if for a moment. Tangles only tease our patience, learning temperance through our hands. Leaning in to understand the demands of not being a man, the blessed burden of bearing futures in our wombs, finding strength and time to suture our own wounds. Our bodies stretch to meet the mark because to miss it would be a sin. Our breasts bulge with liquid manna, nurturing tiny women and men. Through food deserts and wildernesses, soothing ouches with mommy kisses, we are women working like wells, drawing up enough to fill your cup to overflowing. Still waters run deep and always knowing, showing little ones the way, wishing fortunes on the world, forging futures for our little boys and girls. That was We Are Women, because we're awesome. All right, the next poem is a little personal, but it's all good because you know, we celebrate the good and the bad and all between being a woman. So this is called Almost Is Never Enough. Almost is never enough, and I almost never finish. Achievement is my white whale, and fish stinks after a while. Almost always out of water, always thirsty, never satisfied. Hunger almost motivates me, almost never enough. And I am perfection driven, anxiety stricken, fear paralyzed. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I don't contain the stuff it takes to stay positive. Positively not enough. Ever less than, never negating the negatives. Wishful, wistful contemplation never fills my cup. But I am back in your face, back in the place where it all began, pleading my case, trying again. Somehow I always end up trying again in spite of myself, respite for myself. In him I find strength and I try again. In my dreams I've flown and I'll fly again. With eyes almost open, mind closed to contemplation, I put all thought on probation and dive back in, hoping to find what made me begin in the first place. Hoping to open my mouth and take that first taste. Like a fiend chasing that first high, I want it in the worst way. I'm a dream chaser, I don't lie. I'm too honest, I almost won't try. But when I look into my daughter's eye, I know I can't cry, can't let the dream die. Abstract as it is, I speak concrete confessions over it. 30 plus years of life, I need something to show for it. And I know my pride will surely take a hit. So many mistakes got me delayed a bit, made a few bad moves, and I keep replaying it. Like I paid a debt and keep repaying it. Like I made my bed and now I have to lay in it. But if I don't die before I wake, I'll take my life. I'm not forsaking it. I'll make a promise to myself and I'm not breaking it. Tattoo truth upon my tongue, y'all. I'm done faking it. Something in me has been asleep. I plan on waking it. Put my past upon a shelf. Renew my mind, my soul, my health. Search within to find my wealth. I swear I'm making it. Like that. And I'm going to share the final poem. It's called Unbound. This is about us because we're celebrating us tonight. Unbound. I'm made of the same stuff as galaxies. I've got purple mountain majesty flowing through my veins. My name is woman. Whoa, man, I twist time through my fingers, leaving an earthy essence on the wind that lingers. At night, my hips eclipse the moon. I've got room in my womb for monsoons and tsunamis. Children call me mommy. My name is woman. From man who leans on my curvy design for comfort and cries poetry. I'll say it loud so you can hear it. My voice is proud, some people fear it. My name is woman. Unbound, I fly. Free bird, free basing off stardust in my eyes, blinds me to limitation. So I'll be out of space, roaming like homing devices and cellular phones, while deciphering the mythologies of Isis. I spin clockwise then, reverse word between blue moon melodies. While bury my trinkets deep in sand like a spirit child. Pray to speak truth all the time, keeping secrets all the while. The answers to humanity's questions you can find in my smile, which weathers all persecution. I endure because some say we're arrogant, but no, we're just confident because we know who we are. The creation of God made perfect in his light. The creation of God made perfect in his sight. The light casting shadows on earthly limitation we are. Sisters of the Son of Man, women who sustain the land. With kings, we reign as queens, and through him, we can and will be all things. Unbound. And that's for tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, no, she can hear me.
Yes. So once again, give it up for Sabrina. Thanking you for participating this evening. And as we continue to move right along, we get into the finale. We get into the close. We get into the end. We get into the crescendo, as they say at this time. And we're going to introduce our final poet for the evening, who goes by the name of Miss Bizzybody. She's a poet that's born in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and she has navigated her way through life using her pen as her guide. She's a performing poet who has traveled the country blessing stage after stage with her gift. And as a caseworker for the homeless in New York City, she also used poetry to comfort her clients as she helped them navigate through the entire process. She is currently using her gifts on her podcast, Listen Sis, found on all social media platforms. So at this time, we're going to introduce you all to Miss Bizzybody.
I gotta find peace of mind. I know they're not recording. I gotta find peace of mind. See, this is what that voice in your head says when you try to get peace of mind. I gotta find peace of mind. I gotta find peace of mind. He says it's impossible, but I know it's possible. He says it's impossible, but I know it's possible. He says there's no me without him. Please help me forget about him. takes all my energy, trapped in my memory, constantly holding me, constantly holding me. I need to tell you all the pain he's caused. I need to tell you I'm undone because he says it's impossible, but I know it's possible.
How are you guys doing? I'm your girl, Miss Bizzybody, the poet. And as I go along, if you like what you hear and you love what you see, continue to follow me, Miss Bizzybody. It is Women's History Month, and shout out to all of you that perform. You guys are so dope. I'm like in my office, like, yeah, go sis, go sis. We definitely have to root each other on as much as we can, because who else is gonna do it if we don't? Women history for me is making it out of all the situations that I've been through, which have been a lot, through domestic violence, to mental health, through all of that. I still survived and I'm still here, past all my suicide attempts and things like that, to be able to write and use my pen to express those emotions. So this is LOVE. LOVE, don't love me. It loves the familiarity of what we used to be. Remembering the good things between you and me has set the bar so high no one else can receive. Maybe you just love me theoretically. The idea of you and me highlight reels, repay good old days while our minds circumvent the bad. Maybe you just have love for me. Presently, I don't see in front of LOVE, so I don't know what you truly want from me. I openly set you free, forgiving me for believing that LOVE has always had a negative connotation my entire life, for believing it had to hurt to actually be real, never recognizing the universe hadn't sent a physical true in front of your name as yet. And when he does, let him come with so many surnames the world will think he is a polygamist. Let it be Philadia, Philia, Pragma, Lotus, and none other than Agape, LOVE. I don't want to just see you in the next lifetime. I believe in my time we have crossed paths, but we continue to pass each other. So again, I openly set you free so that you can come back to me in the form of the love that I need. That is LOVE. I wrote that because you get in these relationships and you think it's love, and you don't date enough to find out that it's not really what you were looking for, or they just love the thought of being in love, but nobody really knows how to love because they're dealing with so much stuff, so they go by what they think it's supposed to be. I was in a lot of domestic violence relationships, and Empress and everybody, they kind of like helped me grow out of that, but they met me through that. So I'm gonna share the first poem that I ever did when it came to that. Backed against a spike fence, I'm left feeling defenseless, face repeatedly hitting his fist. I realize this relationship is whoa. Out of all the guys chosen, I lose the one golden. To keep the one that believe my eyes swollen, I'm stumped with no clues. I listen out in the hood for the voice that screams, hey you, so we can undress and get it in like the Romans do. I must admit that he long stroked too, so I'm telling you that his dick had me fooled. Ghetto hood rat associates screaming, I better not lose the Louis shoes, the jewels, the furs, or the cars. I take a peek down my shirt to look at my scars as they ride backseat fancy in my tinted windows that feel like bars. Another teardrops for my scars. Ghetto hood rat associates screaming, I'm so ill, ride or die for real at the Bassment in my stilettos, waiting for my bruises to heal. See, my stomach couldn't settle with being out of my element, never exposed to anything new, then introduced to you. I hoped for my betterment, productive development, thought you were everything I need now. In between the lines I read, I'm caught up questioning me. 25 where I'm supposed to be. Thought I could have everything and now I see I can't. I hoped that I could please you, was willing and able indeed, boo, but your fist I couldn't see through, perfect, didn't exist. Now I'm bleeding, seizing on the stretcher, thinking about this, in and out of my coma as my family tells my son to give me one last kiss. I reminisce like back on the block with Ski when no chicks was better than me, no homegirls, just me and my baggy jeans and hustlers material things didn't mean anything. Back when we played football with the Nerf because we couldn't afford the lambskin. Back when real men were real men and the ones you grew up with wasn't trying to get a field in. Back during the first recession when women lived in oppression, you couldn't say what I say now back then, so women pump your fists for freedom. I'm hoping you open your ears to hear them little children dealing with demons from men filling on them. I said, pump your fist for freedom. I hope that you open your ears to hear them. This is for all domestic violence survivors and the ones that's living in the wind. That was my DE poem. And so, after coming out of that, before I finish, do want to say I do have listeners. Hi. What? I do have listeners. You can catch it on TikTok. You can catch it on Instagram. I sometimes put it on Facebook, but it's mostly on TikTok. It started off with me talking to myself, never realizing that a lot of women were going through this similar situations, whether it be with men, whether it be with their mental health, whether it was about finding your energy, your enlightenment, your power, your peace, your healing. And again, I started off talking to me and then it just took its own legs on TikTok. And so I have a nice little following and I do a Solace open mic every other Wednesday. So this Wednesday coming up is Solace open mic. I hope that you guys who are on here come in and join and perform the lovely things that you've done today for another audience and grow your audience and sell your product and things like that. So to close out, I'm good now, but I used to be in these really, really weird relationships. So I focus on that. And if you come to Solace, you'll get the healed part of that too as well. So the world said we were great together. You and you made we, and there was no I's in team. Everybody said I made you better, but in the process, you made me bitter. I continue to do this Beyonce upgrade you thing, but in the process, I downgraded loving myself too much to realize that you were never good enough for me. So when no one would open their doors for you or offer you a plate of food for every dream I supported, leaving my life on the back burner to live for two, nothing to gain, but everything to lose from being with you, I took you back, even when you gave me your back, breaking me down to nothing but cracked insides, leaving shattered pieces of me flowing through my bloodstream. I took you back because everybody said I made you better. And in the process, you made me bitter. I continue to do this Beyonce upgrade you thing, but in the process, I downgraded loving myself too much to realize that you were never good enough for me. So in between the cheating thing, like her telling me she was with you, pictures of you and her, you telling me it wasn't what it seemed, I took you back. I always took you back, even when you gave me your back, breaking me down to nothing but cracked insides, leaving shattered pieces of me flowing through my bloodstream. I took you back until I used all the shattered pieces of me and built the collage of what I never wanted to be again, and that was hurt from you. And now I gotta say, I live a whole lot better now that I'm no longer with you. I'm your girl, Miss Bizzybody, the poet. If you love what you hear and you like what you see, continue to follow me, Miss Bizzybody. And thank you, Ashe to everyone.
Yeah, once again, just give it up for Miss. Give it up for Miss Bizzybody. So we had hello.
Man, I muted.
right now. Gonna do the cipher real quick. Once again, this is just a one line from all the poets who performed this evening as we continue to close out. So once again, just gonna start from the beginning. Once again, this is just a one liner from everybody as we close out our program this evening. Starting off with Kelly's not here, so we're gonna start off with Miss Ruhamah Baht Yisrael.
Yes. Am I heard?
Yes.
Can you? Okay, great. The womb man, the possessor of the incubation chamber that housed humankind. I am the feminine power created by the Almighty Divine. I am woman.
Next up, we're just gonna go in the original order. We're gonna hear from Sabrina. Who I believe is not here as well. So just going over to Miss Empress Poetry.
She is woman. First acknowledge her purpose, then love her as queen. That's what my t-shirt says, y'all. Haikus by Empress Poetry.
And next we're going to hear from Econzi Musa.
In the journey of grasping my pen, it became my staff and sword. Tears of joy and sorrow stained like ink with the stages of life I explored.
And next we're going to hear from Latisha, Divine Stewart.
Rise up, woman, from your shackles. Shout out, old ancient voice in a godly tongue. Speak, woman. Let your repressed song be sung.
And finally, we're going to hear from Miss Bizzybody. Oh, she's spent fire, but she's on mute right now. But go ahead.
You can hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, sure. I cannot be the me everyone needs me to be. I can only be the woman that is great enough for me.
Yes. So once again, just thanking you all for performing this evening as we come to the close of another program.
Nice.
So once again, just thank you all, and just make sure you like the page, subscribe to the channel, and follow our page as well. And once again, thanking you all for listening this evening as we did it for Women's History Month. So once again, just giving it up to all of the poetesses this evening. So once again, just stay tuned for next month as we continue to move on with our monthly virtual program.
Yes, wonderful.
Sat back last night and reminisced on the first time that we made love. I smiled as those memories flooded my mind, and I relived that journey. Oh.
Cannot be measured, neither bonds nor stand up for